Alright, good morning everybody. Ryan back here again today. So kind of an important topic we haven't talked about in quite a while, probably since back when I was out on the road as an owner-operator. And that topic would be insurance. So if you're watching this channel, there's most likely it affects you. If you're an owner-operator, probably more than if you're a company driver. So I've just had a pretty bad experience with a insurance company, both on my residential side and on my commercial side 6 months ago or so, maybe a little bit longer. Didn't really say anything about it then because it didn't really settle in until this recent event happened. So I just wanted to I don't usually try to bash on companies and stuff like that, but the situation that I just had, I think people need to be kind of forewarned about this, especially if you're looking to get your own authority. You're all excited, found cheap insurance and all that type of stuff. Because, it can really affect you, if you think you're going to pay X amount of dollars, then a month later they come back and either drop you or raise your premiums, in the case that we had here. So the company I'm going to talk about is Progressive. So if you guys watch the channel, roughly back 9-10 months ago, we've been working on getting our own authority, and we were looking to lease guys or gals. So we had to kind of, with everything down here at the business, a new building, and getting there's so many things going on, and I'm only one person, and I'm doing the job of like 3 people here. We kind of had to pump the brakes on that venture for now until everything kind of gets more well-tuned and running efficiently here when my wife comes into the business. So I was calling around for insurance rates to set that business up, and the cheapest one out there was actually Progressive. I mean, they quoted me, if I paid it in full, just under $9,000 for a year. So with liability coverage on the truck, a cargo insurance and all that, full package, $9,000. If I paid it in payments, it was $10,000, rough, give or take, a couple $100. So pretty reasonable. I thought really reasonable. Almost too good to be true, in my opinion. Because a lot of the other companies I quoted were, 15 to 20 for a new authority. So I mean, like I said, under 10 grand, under $1,000 a month is pretty reasonable for your own insurance with a new authority and all that stuff. So as you all know, or if you don't know, I started out with a mobile service business. I originally started with a F-350 utility truck, and then I bought a E450 14-foot box truck. Actually, it was a former U-Haul unit. I bought it with a blowed-up engine, put a new engine in it, and then incidentally a new transmission in it. So at the time when I had my F-350, I was actually insured through Progressive Commercial for my business liability, and also for our vehicle coverage. So after I got this box truck, I get a call from my agent about 2 months later, and they say that, oh, Progressive's dropping you. And I'm like, okay, why are they dropping us? What's the deal here? And they said, oh, because that box truck you have, they said, oh, he's like the most BS excuse he's ever gotten, saying that if they had to tow it or all this other stuff. I mean, it's a 14-foot box truck with a 14,050-pound GVRW. So I mean, it's not like a tractor or a trailer, it's nothing crazy. It's just a little box truck. So they dropped me then, and I didn't really think about it much. I just went with another company, no big deal. So I had so much going on at the time, I didn't really think about to talk about it on YouTube or anything. So fast forward to today, or last night, or actually a couple weeks ago. We just purchased another house. So my wife decided to go through an insurance agent that a realtor recommended. Got a quote from him, pretty competitive. I deal with another guy over in Indiana who has helped me out with my businesses and all that stuff, and does pretty good rates. I think this other agent was like $50 higher, and it was with Progressive, and it looked like everything looked like pretty good coverages. So we went ahead and went with them, and about 2 weeks ago, so this is back in mid-September, so roughly 5-6 weeks ago, we went with them. So I get an email 2 weeks ago from this insurance agent that said that obviously somebody was on my property without permission, didn't call beforehand, taking pictures, and says that I need to put handrails on my deck steps. And then keep in mind, like my deck in the back has 4 steps, and it's like a 12-foot wide steps that go down. So so they said I need to put handrails on that. I need to take pictures of it, color photos, and then I need to submit them by October. They gave me a deadline, like October 20. They gave me like a week to put handrails on, take color photos, and send them back into them, or they're gonna drop us or whatever. So I fired back an email and said, yeah, we're not doing that. So I've never had an insurance company come on my property and tell me that I need to do this, this, and this, submit photos, and then I have to do it by this date, or they're going to threaten to do whatever. So I was pretty hot then. So I sent that email back and said, yeah, we're not doing that. I never heard anything back from her. So last night I'm opening up my mail. So I have another property that I rent out. So we had bundled everything together with this agency under Progressive. So I get a letter from them last night that, and keep in mind, I'm renting this other property out, and we were in the process of moving stuff out. I guess evidently when these people trespassed and came on my property up there without permission or notification, and said that they're dropping our insurance as of November 28th or something because there's a trampoline on the property. So if I want to continue to keep coverage, then I need to remove the trampoline, again, take color photos, and then resubmit everything to keep coverage. So I said, yeah, we're not doing that again. I mean, obviously the trampoline's already taken apart and it's already moved down here in my building for taking apart for next summer. But yeah, I'm not very receptive to people coming onto my property without permission, taking pictures, and then telling me that I need to do something. I can understand, during the property buying process, depending on, I know we use conventional loans, but I know I have used, as a first-time home buyer, I use like FHA, I've used VA as well, and they do have a lot of requirements for handrails and stuff like that. But I've already bought the house, and the mortgage company's signed off and everything. So why are you coming in telling me I need to do this? So, short story long, whatever. The main thing is I would be if you're looking to get your own authority, you're shopping for insurance, if this is how they treat Progressive, if this is how they treat their smaller commercial customers that have a service maintenance business with a little box truck, and they want to cancel me because they say that's going to be a problem towing an E450, and then again, this is how they treat their residential customers. They're going to come and tell me that I need to put handrails on 12-foot wide steps, 4 steps high deck, or they're going to, by this date, or they're going to cancel me. And then if I don't take a trampoline down, they're going to cancel me. So that's how they treat their smaller commercial customers and also their residential customers. I would be very, very hesitant, and I will never, going forward with our trucking venture, once we get that all up and running, I will not be using Progressive because I can see they're going to give you this. I have a feeling they're going to give you this teaser rate. You think, oh, I'm only going to pay $9,000, and then a month later they're going to come back. They're either going to they're going to raise your premium very high, or they're going to cancel you, and then you're going to be going with somebody else. So I would highly recommend getting other quotes out there, and you could go. I would get another quote because that second quote is probably going to be the one that's actually going to be your rate. Whether Progressive drops you or raises your premium. So I just wanted to throw that out there, guys. Like I said, I actually had three issues with them, and like I said, as I was shopping around for trucking insurance, they were the cheapest. So just be careful. I'd hate to see somebody, you think you're going into business and your fixed expenses are going to be this, and then a month later they change to this. So that could really screw up some plans and your numbers and all that. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell for the updates and like the video. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.